Let's start with the truth that most people avoid. You don't do what you do because you consciously choose to do it. Think about that. You do it because your habit mind told you to. And for most of us, the habit mind is the quiet tyrant that's running our entire life. You wake up and without thinking, you reach for your phone, don't you? You scroll some more. You get up and you know what? Maybe you're going to skip your workout or skip the gym again. You promise yourself that tomorrow will be different. But when tomorrow comes, it's the same story. That's the habit mind at work. But what is the habit mind really? Well, the habit mind is the part of your brain that runs on autopilot, the subconscious mind. It's efficient, it's fast, and it saves energy. It's the part of your brain that says, don't worry, I've got this. I'll handle brushing your teeth, driving to work, biting your nails, checking your emails compulsively, going on social media and eating that big bag of crisps at 10 p.m. or chips if you're overseas. It's not evil, it's not lazy, it's just doing what it's been trained to do. The problem, a lot of what it's been trained to do doesn't actually serve you anymore, or probably never served you in the first place. So today we're going to deep dive into how to beat the habit mind, and more importantly, how to replace those habits that sabotage you with ones that align with you, with who you really want to be. Anyway, let's get into it. So I want to go into the lie you've been told about willpower. You've probably been told you just need more willpower, that if you were just strong enough, motivated enough, or disciplined enough, you'd stop scrolling, you'd start exercising, you'd finally build the life that you want. But here's the thing, right? Willpower is not your saviour. It's like sort of an emergency generator. It kicks in when the power goes out. But it wasn't built to run your house all day, your inner house, all day, every day. Willpower is a limited resource. And if you're relying on it to change your life, you're going to burn out fast. And that's why most New Year's resolutions fizzle out by February. You can't brute force your way out of a lifetime of conditioning. You have to rewire the system. And that means changing the cues, the routines and rewards your brain has been associating with the bad habits and replacing them with more new conscious and serving loop. And here's what most people get wrong. They think habits are chains, literally chains that bind them. I can't stop eating late at night, or I'm addicted to my phone, or I always procrastinate. But habits aren't change. They're just loops. Specifically, cue, routine, reward. So let's break it down. You feel bored. That's the cue. You open Instagram. That's the routine. You get a dopamine hit, a tiny bit of stimulation. That's the reward. And then your brain goes, that worked. Let's remember this for next time. The brain loves predictability, so it logs the loop and runs it again and again and again. If you want to break a bad habit, you can't just rip the whole loop out. You have to dissect it, study it. Where's the cue coming from? What does the routine actually give you? What's the emotional payoff? Because once you know the real need behind the habit, you can start replacing the routine with something better. You can't erase a habit, but you can redirect it. Here's where most people skip a step as well, and it's the most important one. You can't change what you're not aware of. You have to become hyper-conscious of your habits, not just the behaviour, but the internal process leading up to it. So, what are you feeling before the habit kicks in? Are you stressed, bored, anxious, lonely? That emotional state is the soil your bad habits grow in. So, before you reach for the snacks, or open the app, or skip the gym, just pause. Take a deep breath. Name the emotion. I'm feeling anxious right now. I'm bored. I'm tired. Because just naming it, it gives you a little distance. It creates a crack in the automatic loop. And that tiny crack is your window of transformation. You don't have to fight the urge. You just have to interrupt it. And you do that with awareness of it. And here's how you're going to be building a new habit loop, right? So let's say you notice that every time you feel anxious, you reach for junk food. We all do it. I used to do it. That's your loop. Cue, anxiety. Routine, eat crisps or chips if you're overseas. Reward, comfort, familiar, distraction. Instead of just trying to stop eating the chips, you create a new loop. Cue, the anxiety. New routine, go for a 5-minute walk. Do 10 push-ups. Do some breath work. And the new reward, a sense of calm or clarity. And now the brain starts to associate the same cue with a new, healthier, better response. The key here is that the new habit has to meet the same need. If junk food gave you comfort, your replacement habit, it also needs to feel comforting. But you can't just tell your brain, nah, we're cutting that out. You have to give it a new option that feels just as rewarding as the previous bad habit, or even more. And yeah, at first it won't be automatic. It will take effort. You will forget. You will slip and have a wobble. But if you're consistent, if you repeat the loop, your brain starts to say, oh, this works too. And that's when the magic happens. And you know, another myth that trips people up, thinking they can just change habits just by changing their mindset, right? Mindset is powerful. Believe me, it's powerful, but it's not enough. You have to design your environment to support your new habits. So I'll break this down. That means remove friction from good habits. Lay out your workout clothes the night before. I always say this, don't I? Put a book on your pillow so that you read it before bed. Add friction to bad habits. Log out of social media. Put the crisps or chips back in the cupboard or the shelf. Block the sites that you waste time on. Use visual cues. Put it in a calendar where you check off each day you practice your new habit. Leave post-it notes to remind yourself of your goals. You know what? You're not weak if you need reminders. You're smart. The people who succeed aren't stronger than you. They just build better habit systems. That's all they do. So the discipline around it is remembering what you want, and your environment can help you remember. And here's where everything changes. Most people try to change their behaviour, but lasting change happens when you change your identity. Stop saying, I'm trying to quit smoking. Start saying, I'm not a smoker. Stop saying, I want to work out and exercise more, and start saying, I'm the kind of person who takes care of my body. Can you see? Just flipping it around. Identity is the deepest level of change. It's not about doing different things. It's about becoming somebody new. The 2.0 version of yourself. Because every time you show up and follow through, you cast a vote for the person you want to become. One workout, it won't change your life. But it's a vote. And the more votes you cast, the more that identity becomes the real you. You're not faking it till you make it. You're proving it till it's true. And I want you to be patient with the process as well, because it will take time. And here's the truth. No one wants to wear real habit change takes time, do they? Not 21 days, not 30 days. It takes as long as it takes to become the person who lives that way. And that's okay. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to be consistent. Expect resistance as well, expect setbacks, expect wobbles, but don't use them as proof that you're failing. Use them as evidence that you're growing. Again, flip it on its head. Every slip up is data. Every time you catch yourself in the bad habit loop and you're redirecting it, that's a win. That's you building awareness and strength and resilience. You are literally reprogramming your mind. You are literally rewiring your brain. That's not a small thing. That's heroic work. Anyway, I want to wrap this up with one powerful truth. You are not your habits. You are not your thoughts. You are the awareness that's choosing them. The habit mind is strong, but your conscious mind, your awake, aware self is so much stronger. You don't need to fight yourself. You need to lead yourself. Anyway, let me know in the comments how you're going to do this. Start small. Replace one habit loop, build a little momentum, and watch your identity shift. And then, do you know what? One day you'll look around and realise those bad habits, they don't even live here anymore. Because the person you've become, they don't need them. Anyway, if this resonated with you today, remember the transformation starts with a single choice. Not a perfect one, just fucking starting. Just a conscious one. And you can make that choice right now. So anyway, let me know in the comments, which habit will you change first? Anyway, that's all for now, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.